Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated boxing legend, has long been a polarizing figure in the world of sports and entertainment. Known for his unparalleled skill in the ring, flashy lifestyle, and unapologetic obsession with wealth, Mayweather has built a persona that thrives on spectacle. However, recent developments have thrust him back into the headlines for reasons far removed from his boxing prowess. Federal investigations, financial controversies, and allegations of scams have painted a complex picture of a man whose pursuit of money may be catching up with him. The question now is whether these events, particularly the shocking discoveries aboard his private jet, could tarnish his legacy or if they're just another storm in the media frenzy that has always surrounded him. Mayweather's name has been synonymous with extravagance. His fleet of luxury cars, sprawling mansions, and penchant for million-dollar jewelry collections are well documented. His private jet, a Gulfstream G650 dubbed Air Mayweather, is a $60 million symbol of his wealth, complete with gold-plated seat belts and his initials emblazoned on the exterior. Social media posts frequently showcase the jet's opulent interiors, reinforcing his image as a man who lives beyond the reach of ordinary constraints. Yet, it's this very jet that has become the focal point of a federal investigation, raising questions about what Mayweather knew, what he was involved in, and whether he's being unfairly targeted. On April 10, 2025, reports emerged that one of Mayweather's jets was grounded at an international airport in Miami following a customs inspection. Sources close to the investigation allege that federal agents discovered large quantities of undeclared cash, high-value items potentially tied to illicit activities, and encrypted electronic devices on board. The findings sent shockwaves through the boxing community and sparked intense speculation. Was this a routine inspection that stumbled upon something unexpected, or was Mayweather deliberately targeted? The lack of concrete details has only fueled the controversy, with some suggesting the items could be linked to a broader $42 million scam that has recently rocked the sports world. The scam in question centers on Mayweather's claims of purchasing 62 apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan, a deal he boasted was worth $42 million. In characteristic fashion, he took to social media to flaunt the acquisition, insisting he owned the properties outright with no partners. However, Business Insider and other outlets have cast doubt on these claims, reporting that Mayweather holds only minor shares in the buildings, not full ownership. The discrepancy has led to accusations that he's inflating his financial achievements to maintain his Money Mayweather persona. Critics argue this is part of a broader pattern of exaggeration and misrepresentation, one that extends beyond real estate to his broader business dealings. Mayweather's financial troubles aren't new. In 2015, during his blockbuster fight with Manny Pacquiao, he reportedly owed the IRS significant sums, prompting speculation about his liquidity despite his massive earnings. More recently, rapper 50 Cent publicly accused Mayweather of scamming him out of $2 million. According to 50 Cent, while Mayweather was incarcerated, he asked the rapper to manage his promotional company, the Money Team. 50 Cent invested heavily, but upon Mayweather's release, the boxer allegedly denied any knowledge of the arrangement, leaving 50 Cent out of pocket. The rapper didn't stop there, claiming that many in Mayweather's inner circle secretly resent him, citing his obsession with wealth and lack of core values as reasons for their disillusionment. The jet investigation has also drawn attention to Mayweather's history of promoting questionable financial ventures. In the early 2020s, he was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after pushing dubious cryptocurrency projects, including an initial coin offering, ICO, called CentRate. The ban stemmed from allegations that he misled fans into investing in scams. After the ban lifted in 2022, Mayweather jumped back into similar ventures, including a high-profile NFT project with Kim Kardashian called Ethereum Max. He also launched his own NFT initiatives, such as Mayverse and Floyd's World, which he marketed as opportunities for fans to own a piece of his legacy. While these projects netted him millions, Floyd's World alone reportedly earned $4.9 million. Fans were left frustrated when the value of the NFTs plummeted by over 90%. Social media comments reflect their anger, with some accusing Mayweather of abandoning projects after collecting funds and others sarcastically questioning whether his boxing career left him too punch-drunk to remember his commitments. The NFT controversies are just one facet of a broader pattern of unfulfilled promises. Fans have reported paying for exclusive merchandise, meet and greets, and appearances that never materialized. A TikTok expose went viral for highlighting how much of Mayweather's brand relies on hype rather than substance, accusing him of selling autographed gloves and other items that were never delivered. These incidents have eroded trust, with some labeling him a repeat offender in in the world of financial scams. The Dubai incident, where Mayweather was allegedly detained for 50 days over unpaid jewelry debts, further underscores his financial mismanagement. Insiders claim a member of his entourage stole a piece of jewelry, leaving Mayweather to cover the cost while authorities refused to release him until the matter was resolved. The episode, confirmed by multiple sources including boxer Gervonta Davis, paints a picture of chaos within his camp. Mayweather's public persona doesn't help his case. He's been vocal about prioritizing money over legacy, famously declaring, "Belts collect dust, but money lasts." This mindset has made him a target for critics who argue he's more concerned with financial gain than integrity. Bill Haney, father of boxer Devin Haney, has been particularly vocal, accusing Mayweather of transforming from a celebrated athlete into Money Mayweather, a figure who prioritizes high earnings over delivering quality fights. Haney contrasts this with his own approach, emphasizing the importance of giving fans memorable matches rather than exploiting them financially. He's gone so far as to call Mayweather's business model outdated, suggesting the Mayweather era is over and that younger fighters like Devin Haney represent the future of boxing. Tensions between Mayweather and other figures in the sport have also surfaced. A notable dispute arose when Mayweather reportedly expressed frustration that Devin Haney secured a lucrative deal that he felt should have gone to him. In response, Mayweather allegedly vowed to block Haney from securing fights with prominent boxers like Rolando Romero and Gervonta Davis. Bill Haney didn't mince words, accusing Mayweather of engaging in backdoor tactics and challenging his influence in the sport. The feud highlights Mayweather's competitive nature, not just in the ring but in the business of boxing, where he's reluctant to cede the spotlight to a new generation. Mayweather's jealousy over financial success isn't new. In a heated exchange with ESPN anchor Brian Kenny, he bristled at the suggestion that Oscar de la Hoya was a bigger pay-per-view draw. Mayweather insisted his 2 fights outperformed the combined pay-per-view numbers of other boxers, dismissing de la Hoya's achievements and asserting himself as the cash cow of the sport. This fixation on being the top earner has driven much of his career but has also alienated peers and fans who see his arrogance as off-putting. The Jet investigation raises deeper questions about Mayweather's involvement. Did he know what was on board, or is he being set up? The presence of undeclared cash and encrypted devices suggests either deliberate intent or gross negligence, neither of which reflects well on him. Some speculate the items could be tied to his real estate dealings or other financial ventures, while others believe he may have been betrayed by someone in his entourage. The Dubai jewelry incident lends credence to the latter theory, as it revealed disloyalty within his inner circle. Regardless, the optics are damaging. For a man who's built his brand on control and invincibility, the idea of being caught off guard, or worse, complicit, undermines his carefully crafted image. Could this affect his legacy? Mayweather's in-ring record, 50-0, with victories over legends like Manny Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya, and Canelo Alvarez, is unimpeachable. His defensive mastery and strategic brilliance have earned him a place among boxing's all-time greats. Yet, legacy isn't just about wins, it's about how one is remembered. Mayweather's relentless focus on wealth has already made him a divisive figure. To his supporters, he's a self-made success story who defied the odds to amass a fortune. To his detractors, he's a symbol of greed, whose financial scandals and arrogant persona overshadow his achievements. The media storm surrounding the Jet investigation is unlikely to fade quickly. Outlets have seized on the story, framing it as the latest chapter in Mayweather's saga of excess and controversy. Social media amplifies the noise, with fans and critics alike dissecting every detail. Some argue he's being unfairly targeted, a victim of his own success and the envy it inspires. Others see it as karma for years of questionable behavior, from tax disputes to NFT scams to unpaid debts. The truth likely lies somewhere in between, but the lack of transparency from Mayweather's camp only fuels speculation. Financially, Mayweather remains a juggernaut. His 2017 fight with Conor McGregor, which he claimed netted him $100 million, was a cultural phenomenon, though insiders question the accuracy of his figures. Even if exaggerated, his earnings from boxing, endorsements, and business ventures have made him one of the wealthiest athletes alive. Yet, wealth hasn't insulated him from scrutiny. Reports of debts to fighters, promoters, and even the IRS suggest a man whose spending outpaces his income. 50 Cent's claim that Mayweather's money is gone due to his lavish lifestyle may be hyperbolic, but it points to a broader truth. Maintaining his image comes at a steep cost. The question of whether Mayweather knew what was on his jet may never be fully answered. If he was aware, it suggests a reckless disregard for the law, driven by the same hubris that defines his public persona. If he was unaware, it exposes vulnerabilities in his operation, raising doubts about his ability to manage his empire. Either scenario chips away at the myth of Money Mayweather as an untouchable figure. The encrypted devices, in particular, are a red flag, hinting at potential connections to illicit activities that could have far-reaching consequences. For now, Mayweather's legacy hangs in the balance. His in-ring accomplishments are secure, but his reputation outside the ring is increasingly fraught. The Jet investigation, combined with his history of financial controversies, paints a picture of a man whose pursuit of wealth has come at the expense of trust and credibility. Whether this is a temporary media storm or a turning point depends on how he navigates the fallout. Historically, Mayweather has thrived on defiance, turning criticism into motivation. But as the stakes grow higher, defiance alone may not be enough. The boxing world watches closely, as do the fans who followed his career for decades. Some still see him as a hero, a testament to what hustle and talent can achieve. Others view him as a cautionary tale, a reminder that money, without integrity, is a hollow victory. As the investigation unfolds, one thing is certain: Floyd Mayweather's story is far from over, and the next chapter may redefine how history remembers him.